bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas.
To formally begin our program, may we call on the Information and Communications Technology Secretary Henry R. Aguda to deliver his welcome remarks.
Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Speaker Martin Romualdez, distinguished guests, partners in connectivity, friends from the private sector, my DICT family, ang mga kababayan, magandang umaga po, maupay nga aga. Thank you for being here today. This moment marks progress, a moment when we are building future-ready, better connected, bagong Pilipinas, a concrete answer of the DICT to the order of the President to leave no Filipino offline. Let's be honest po. Today, we all depend on the internet for work, school, business, health, even staying in touch with our loved ones. That's why the government stepped in. We began our journey toward a more connected Philippines. Because fast, reliable internet should not be a luxury. It should be a basic service, like roads, bridges, and electricity. And like those, it must be built right, strong, fast, secure, and affordable. The National Fiber Backbone is our way of laying the foundation for true digital inclusion. Last year, we took a big step with the launch of Phase 1 of the NFB, or the National Fiber Broadband. We completed 1,245 kilometers of high-speed fiber from Lawag to Quezon City, connecting 14 provinces, Metro Manila, 4 BCDA ecozones, and 2 national government data centers. That's a lot of ground. But more than that, it connects lives. It brought government services closer to the people. In fact, around 346 government agencies are now linked through the backbone, benefiting over 10 million Filipinos, students, workers, entrepreneurs, and transacting public. It empowers communities that used to be left behind. And this is just the start po. We are not stopping there kasi Phase 2 and 3 will stretch even farther through Calabar Zone, Bicol, Eastern Visayas, and down to Mindanao, linking Cagayan de Oro and Davao City. These next phases will add 31 more NGCP nodes, 100 gigabits of bandwidth, and connect over 20 more provinces, 1,000 government offices, and nearly another 1.4 million users. We're not just expanding bandwidth, we're expanding hope. This initiative means faster services, fewer delays, and more efficient government. It brings better online learning, so no student is left behind due to poor signal. It supports small businesses, helping them grow and reach new markets. It helps farmers use tech to grow better crops, and health workers train online and use telemedicine. And OFWs, they stay close to home, even from far away. Connectivity powers progress. And make that progress real, we're working side by side with agencies like the DepEd, DOLE, DOTR, DTI, and some key agencies like Transco, BCDA, to improve learning, create jobs, modernize transport, and help local businesses succeed. This government is moving as one. This plan is no longer a dream, it's already taking shape. This is the ICT's way of answering the President's call to use ICT to build a more responsive government that serves the people anytime, anywhere. This is more than laying cable po. We are building digital roads, carrying jobs, opportunities, and learning to every island and province. The NFB connects Filipinos online in real time across distances and differences. When we connect people, we empower them to rise, compete, and lead. But this isn't just DICT's job, it's everyone's mission. We call on our LGUs, the private sector, civil society, and every Filipino. Let's work together. Let's push for a digital bayanihan na walang iwanan. Let's make sure no student is left behind, no small business is left offline, and no senior is shut out of digital services. Let's build a country where government help is just one click away, where every citizen is seen, heard, and served. Mga kababayan, this is how we build a bagong Pilipinas. A nation that is smarter, kinder, more efficient, and especially more connected. Let's close the digital divide and make sure every Filipino is part of the story. Maraming salamat po at matbuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you, Secretary Aguda. Official launch of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 2 and 3 project. May we kindly request the President, the House Speaker, and the DICT Secretary to join us here at the center. Now, we will be requesting the President to kindly press the button to signal the launch of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 2 and 3 project. Ready, Mr. President? At the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. We are now witnessing the 10 Gbps capacity from the National Fiber Backbone. For those who are already connected, you are now experiencing the... There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. President, and congratulations to DICT. At this juncture, may we call on House Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez to introduce our guest of honor and keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, Speaker Martin Romualdez, for your introduction. Please take your seat. DICT Secretary Henry Aguda, members of the House of Representatives with us, the provincial governors, and the local government officials. The mayors are here to see the system go live. The officials and employees from the Department of Information and Communications Technology, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. Ngayong araw na ito ay nakakatuwa dahil talaga nakikita natin na ipinagkonekta natin, ikinukonekta natin ang buong Pilipinas sa pamamagitan ng ganitong mga fiber backbone para naman ay lahat ng Pilipino, kahit nga yung mga nasa malalayo, yung mga nasa isla na hindi madaling puntahan, ay magkakaroon pa rin ng internet upang makatulong sa kanilang trabaho, upang tumulong sa kanilang pamumuhay. Dahil sa panahon ngayon, hindi na privilege ang pagkakaroon ng access sa mabilis na internet. Ito ay pangangailangan na. Kailangan ito sa pag-aaral, sa trabaho, sa negosyo, at para mapanatili ang koneksyon sa mga mahal sa buhay. Ngunit, ang katotohanan din, ang hindi pantay-pantay ang access ng internet ng mga Pilipino. May ilang bahagi ng bansa na hindi pa rin naabot ng signal, kaya napipilitan pang bumiyahe ng malayo para maghanap ng signal. Kaya narito kami ngayon upang mailapit ang internet para sa lahat, lalo na sa mga nasa gidas, yung mga isolated and underserved areas. Mga kababayan, ang pinapasinayan natin ngayong Phase 2 at Phase 3 ng National Fiber Backbone ay tulay ng impormasyon at ng serbisyo mula sa hindi lamang sa pamahalaan kundi sa ating mga gusali, sa ating mga kababayan. Dahil dito, halos 1,800 kilometro ang nailatag para sa bagong fiber network na ito. Nung nakarang taon, nailunsad naman natin ang Phase 1, sinimulan sa Ilocos Norte hanggang Quezon City. Higit naman na 1,000 kilometro ng high-speed fiber ang linagay at linatag. Ngayon, pinapalawak pa natin ang programang sa programang ito sa Cagayan Valley, sa Calabarzon, sa Bicol, sa Eastern Visayas, Central Mindanao. Dahil dito, mahigit 600 tanggapan ng gobyerno ang magkakaroon ng mabilis at maaasahang internet. Mapapakinabangan ito ng halos 17 milyong Pilipino, 17 million Filipinos. At kapag buo na ang National Fiber Backbone, maaari pang mabawasan ang gastos ng mga telco at internet provider dahil may sarili na tayong infrastruktura. Mas abot kayang internet, mas maraming Pilipino ang konektado. Kaya kapag sinabi nating fiber backbone, mas mabilis na ang daloy ng impormasyon. Mas maaga ninyong malalaman kung may bagyong paparating o kung may job opening sa iba't ibang bayan. Mas madali ninyo makakausap ang inyong mga mahal sa buhay. Saan man dako ng bansa o mundo, anumang oras. Sa tulong na ito, makakahanap kayo ng mga online buyer para sa inyong paninda. Makakapagpanood din kayo ng mga online tutorial kung paano magluto, magnegosyo, paano magtanim. At dahil din sa mas maayos na koneksyon, maaari nang makasabay ang bawat Pilipino sa balita sa buong mundo. Ito po ay tinatawag nating digital bayanihan. Ito ang isama-samang pagkilos ng pamahalaan, pribadong sektor at bawat Pilipino para siguraduhin walang maiiwan sa digital world. Kapag may wifi o data man sa bahay at bayan at gumagamit kayo ng mga online services, kasama kayo sa kilusang ito na gawing mas konektado ang bagong Pilipinas. Alam ko, marami pa tayong kailangan ayusin, pero hindi na rin tayo babalik sa nakaraan. Kaya dapat mas pabilisin pa, mas palawakin pa, mas gawing abot kaya ang teknolohiya para sa lahat ng bawat isang Pilipino. Pero habang pinapalawak natin ang koneksyon sa bansa gamit ang mga fiber optic cable, huwag natin kalimutan ang koneksyon sa lupa. Alam ko po ang ramdam ninyo ang abala rito sa Leyte dahil sa kalagayan ng San Juanico Bridge. Mahabang pila, mabagal ang biyahe, maraming naabala. Ngunit nabawasan na yung pila. Yung iba nag-aantay nung una kaming nag-inspeksyon sa San Juanico, yung mga truck nag-aantay 3 araw. 2 araw, 3 araw, may 4 na araw pa. Wala naman silang stambayan kung saan sila kakain, kung saan sila matutulog, kung saan sila maliligo. Kaya pinilit namin mas mabilis. Kaya ngayon, ang report sa akin ng Coast Guard kahapon lamang ay yung essential goods dahil inuuna natin yung mga perishable, yung maaring masira, mabulok. Inuuna natin. Ang waiting time na lang daw para doon sa mga perishable, nag-aantay na lang sila na isa, mahaba na yung 2 oras. Para sa naman non-perishable, 2 oras hanggang 3 oras, mahaba na yung 4 na oras. Kaya binabawasan talaga natin. At kailangan talaga nating tulungan dahil hanggang Mindanao, nararamdaman nung sinara, nung biglang nasara ang San Juanico Bridge to commercial traffic. Kaya sa DPWH, talagang tinutulak natin sila na bilisan ang retrofitting. Tapos, para matapos agad ng maayos. Ika nila, by the end of this year, yung San Juanico, kaya na ang 12 tons na tatawid. Kaya pa sa 12 tons, pwede na ang bus, pwede na yung mga van, pwede na yung mga, hindi pa pwede siguro yung mga malalaking truck. Ngunit lahat ng iba pwede na private vehicles at yung mga hanggang 12 tons kakayanin na. May higit kalahating bilyong piso na pondo ang nakalaan para maibalik sa 12 hanggang 15 metric ton ang load limit sa susunod na Disyembre. Ngunit kailangan pa nating itaas ang buong kapasidad nito sa 33 metric tons. Paabutin natin doon sa kanyang dati na kaya. Inatasan ko na ang DPWH at DBM na hanapan agad ito ng solusyon. Agaran tayong kumilos at patuloy na kikilos upang muling maging ligtas at matibay ang ating San Juanico Bridge. Mga kababayan, mula digital connectivity hanggang sa ating infrastruktura, patuloy nating binubuo ang mga tulay ng pag-asa. Ito ang mga proyektong nag-uugnay sa atin. Sa taas ng kabundukan, baybayin, ng dagat o pinakaliblib na lugar. Pinakapangako ko nasa inyong lahat na ang ating pamahalaan ay hindi titigil hanggang ang buong bansa ay konektado. Hanggang ang bawat bata, batanda, magsasaka, guro, negosyante, healthcare worker, bawat Pilipino ay may access sa kaalaman at sa mga oportunidad. Ito ang bagong Pilipinas na sabay-sabay nating tinatahak. Sama-sama po tayo sa paglalakbay na ito. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat. Salamat, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity in 3 sets. May we invite House Speaker Romualdez and DICT Secretary Aguda to join the President on stage. May we now invite the DICT senior executive officials to come on stage. Please proceed, batch 1. Meanwhile, the National Broadband Program and DICT Region 8 Project Management Team, please prepare.